So I have written this twench, and it is a Twitter bot. To do it, it was extremely easy actually. A little trouble dealing with the deficient documentation, but it was actually very easy. The code there is not needed for the bot. For the bot. Yeah. Where is that shit, man? Yeah. This is the initial program. And I check there is some file because I do not want to write by hand. It's just it. Duration. And then I make a new bot and tell it to enter. This is all there is. All this command is extra functionality. And here, for it to enter, I declare a Twitch client. And the Twitch client take my credentials. That is that file that I just saved. Simply has a name, channel, and a code. That is the token that you get from Twitch. That's all there is. Token and channel name. So if you start the bot and you have no file, it will ask a token in the channel. You ask your name, you check if there is a file with that name. Otherwise, it will ask the token and the channel name. That is it. Any channel name, the bot will move there. Extremely practical. But it also makes some sound when someone talks on the chat, and that is very, very useful. So I want to make it for YouTube too. I actually just want to extend this same bot to work on both. That's what I want. However, I need to make a separate one for YouTube just to try it out. So the Google API does not seem very easy to use. I have no idea how to do it. So here, .NET New Console will make a new console application. And here we have the program. I have to call it here. And I need a Google API here. What are these? Like compatible target. Well, I'm on 3. On the call 3. It's a no newer version. This is 1.6. Google.api. 6. That should be the newest one. So I just added this package here. My project. Like this. And there it is. The package is in. If you look here, it has the thing here. Now, how the fuck do I use it? Get started. So there's some information here. It's in Portuguese. So there's a button to switch to English. Gotcha. I can use. I have to make a Google account to use the freaking API. Google API console, what the fuck is that? I needed this authentication shit. Google Clouds? I'm confused. What this shit is. So as you can see, I have no freaking idea what I'm doing with this API. I just wanted the code to log it in as a client, but it's taking me many places, making me make accounts and shit. APIs and service. I think I need that authentication. Instead of the token, I use that authentication. Oh, shit. Name and some shit, man. I have to read throughout this documentation to have an idea. Okay. I think I have seen some videos. I need to create a project and some shit like that. Oh man, the notification symbol is doing shit. Loading. There's so much API, there's so many strange shit that I have no idea. Well, simple API access. There is also a limit on the number of calls that I can make and some shit like that. Web application. I have no idea what I need to read this. Make sure you have the right one. How do I know? There is a link to click in it. I suppose I need a web application or to access YouTube, man. What the fuck is this, man? Enable API and services. Fuck. YouTube here. I want the chat. Just the chat, man. They flood you, man, with some giant thing that does not let you see things until you deal with the notification. You can try the API. There is no language switch mechanics here. But it's saying that allow the incorporation of YouTube data. And there is a guide for authentication here. Why would I use an API to change my banner, man? Just tell me the live. Why they not have a separate thing to make a live board? They have to make it so fucking hard for you to get what you want. How do they expect me to be successful? So much shit. Just tell me about the live. Did not say anything about the live. Fuck me dead. Well, let's hope this thing... Live stream API? There was no live stream API before. What I told me? I start my transmission through the API. I can make some ads on my live. I'm the Google account. I need to register my application. API data. They said the same fucking shit. Translation stonks. They translated the they fucking translator. So much shit, man. Why do you give me all this capacity to edit my life from a fucking program and all that shit instead of just giving me basic Chatbot functions? My fucking god, but what is that thing? This thread is up. Where is that try this shit, man? It's open this API reference instead of that try this shit. Tutorials and documentation. There is a GitHub thing over there. That's some program that incorporates the API. I'm going to use this shit instead. No authentication, just need the key. I want a new message event. I do not want to request the entire fucking chatting path for any new messages. Well, that's very intimidating. I cannot even fucking test it. I saw some video of a guy that would click something like this and would be able to call the API from the browser and test it out on his chat. But here it just opens some doc instead. API Explorer, man. It tries to open some shit, but the word does not let it. The word does not let it open that shit. You see, it changes the universal resource locator. Fuck me dead. I have no idea where I am now. I just want to get my fucking chat. Let's make a new chatting message event. Oh, holy shit. No. What the fuck do? I have no fucking idea. How do I start this shit? There's something about not needing the authentication. But I also want to send messages. Yeah, this is what I want. Yes, I do not want to get a message list. I want a fucking event. Well, so this is it. Here is my answer. The shit is not made for anyone to use. There is a fucking limit. Sometimes I stream for 16 hours in a day. So you cannot expect me to deal with this quota bullshit. And I have to call a list of every fucking message in the chat. Because there is not a simple new message event. And well, that is get fucked. YouTube sucks so much, man. Twitch is doing so much shit, but YouTube cannot take over because they are retarded. Why can't they just fix this? Make some bot making the live stream a good experience. There is no fucking notification. I have no idea when someone sends me a message. How much less to use this shit. Here, it's on the freaking API. I declare here the static tweet client called bot. I call a initialize function with my token and log in, and this is it. This is it. I tell it to connect, and it connects. It's a function that is on the Twitch client. And there are several events. I do not even need to implicitly program that multi-threading. These are asynchronous events. There is a message if you do this shit. You can receive a message and it can receive commands. I do not even need to use the same receiving message and pass the message for the exact command. I can separate the message from the actual command parts. And then I can do any logic that I want. If I want to roll a dice, I can call the mechanics of dice rolling. If I want to sell some item, if I want to work some profession, if I want to do some combat and shit, it's extremely easy. This is just added logic. Then tell. The entire chat appears on my console, and it's easy like that. Now for YouTube, instead, I would have to implicitly make it asynchronous, and I would have to put a timer that would call the chat at some interval and check if there is any new message. And that would even cost me some fucking Google quota. And so I cannot make this stupid shit and just tell YouTube to get fucked. How do they want to compete in the market, man? It's beyond my comprehension. Like, let's have this streaming battle with Twitch, but let's make it hell to stream on our platform. Holy shit, it's so sad as YouTube will continue without a bot because these APIs suck too much in more than one way. It's extremely convoluted. It simply does not support the basic of what a bot should support. And furthermore what? There is the quota shit. Like, you cannot wait down on our servers. There is a quota how much times you can see that chat. Any fucking hour, what the fuck? Stream Elements has a built-in bot for Twitch. I made my own because it's too limited on the commands and how much logic it can do. It doesn't even accept a fucking conditional. It also does not make a notification sound like I put my bot to make. And it's not opening. Oh shit. Because Stream Elements has a built-in bot for Twitch. Fuck me dead. The bot does say a message when I log in. But is there a built-in bot for YouTube? Or did they just give it up because it sucks so much? Oh, it's not loading, I cannot see. But this is it. Can only tell this API to get fucked. And Google should get this shit together. That is why no one uses bot. And everyone is hating on products. They can literally make some product that is like a copy of the market, but they make it much worse for who knows why. They would make that crazy API, not any support to streamers, to anyone who wants to do any shit on that platform.